Hey, welcome back, and we're looking at the question today: why women cheat. Oh, and we looked at the other video the other day: why do men cheat? I don't know if you checked it out, but you can click the link up there and you watch that one first before this one. Why do women cheat? And if you watched the last video, you know that the answer is pretty much a little bit the same, though for the case of a woman there is a little bit of emphasis on value, on preciousness, and on appreciation. So what do I mean? First and foremost, I said this question has two answers in the case of an unregenerated spirit, in other words an unbeliever who doesn't have God, and in the case of the believer. So first, for the unbeliever, this answer is very simple. It's because they don't have God. The Bible tells us God is love. He who has God has love. He who does not have God does not have love. So if you don't have God, you don't have love. You cannot give love. And one of the virtues of love is faithfulness. Love is faithful. Love is faithful. Love endures till the end. It's because a person does not have God, they are unregenerated, so they don't have love. Therefore, they cannot love and be faithful. So, like always, people will tell me, but I know of a kingdom sister. I know her. She goes to church. She does this. She does that. But yet, she is even the worst at cheating. I'm like, okay. There is an answer for that. And the last video where we saw why men cheat is indiscipline, okay? And the discipline we saw there was about not the discipline when you start thinking of weightlifting and, keeping yourself with force. No, it's about the discipline of the subconscious mind, meaning that you should have gone through material, studied, researched, appreciated, meditated, and inculcated the idea that faithfulness is a noble virtue that you should carry until it becomes second nature in you. So much so that you don't think about it, it's just automatic. Because many people say, for reasons, no, I cheated because it was a work of the devil. No, I wasn't satisfied. He wasn't good in bed. He was this, he was that. He wasn't taking good care of me. So I went where I was being taken care of. Blah. A whole bunch of reasons, but all of that falls under indiscipline, because discipline is saying that I like love. Love is a choice. I've made the choice to be with this person, and irrespective of how the weather conditions change, I am going to stick with this person till things get better. In the last video, I gave the example of the fact that for the most part, most of you listening this, if all the conditions were right and someone gave you a weapon to kill someone, even if you were never going to be caught, you're most definitely likely not going to do that, because you have been disciplined from childhood to appreciate and value human life. So you can't see yourself executing that. As a matter of fact, many people cannot even kill a chicken, a bird, talk less of killing a human. Why? Because of the discipline programming in their mind. So when we're talking of indiscipline that leads to unfaithfulness and cheating, we're also talking about you going through materials, research, studies, reading books, learning, inculcating sermons, inculcating the values of purity, of staying faithful in you, so much so that it becomes second nature. And in the last video, of course, I shared a story which you should probably watch to appreciate better the illustration of discipline. But however, for women, there is a little bit extra beyond discipline, especially because when you look at historically, the woman has always been treated as something very precious, something very valuable, and something not to be messed with. Remember in scriptures, Jesus said, you do not take your pearls and cast them to pigs. So the woman is like a precious pearl, and cheating is actually like pigs, mud. It's like taking something valuable, precious, and throwing it to the pigs. And the clear proof is that I want you to take a simple exercise for me right now. I want you to think carefully. God forbid, but if you ever came back home and you met your dad in bed with another woman, you're most likely to feel disappointed that your dad is going to do this to you guys and maybe do this to your mom. Not the word disappointment. That's most likely going to be your reaction. But if we switch it and you probably came home and you met your mom in bed with another man, you're most likely to be disgusted. You're like, oh my God, what? You get the point. You're like, this is something precious. This is my mom. How would this... Okay, we're using the illustration. Peak, get to degrade and devalue something precious as the woman in general. So the woman is precious. And so to take something precious, something valuable, and cast it to the pigs, into mud, it obviously means one thing, that there is a lack of the appreciation of the value of that thing. So for a woman, that means a certain high level of low self-esteem, of low self-value, low self-worth. Because if you understand your worth, I mean, for a man, it's a bit funny because the guy isn't that precious and valuable. I'm sorry, guys. No, the woman is the pearl that was carefully fashioned and crafted. So, but if you kind of take that carefully fashioned and crafted stuff and you throw it into mud, it means you don't appreciate the worth of yourself. And I say an advanced, serious level of low self-esteem because there are already many ladies out there with the whole social media thing that are already suffering from a mild or a normal medium case of low self-esteem. For a lady to dress in an unclad manner, exposing, parts of their body, it means that they really have an underappreciation and undervaluation of that body itself. Because if you know this is something valuable, precious, you won't just kind of put it on display at the market square for anyone to see for free. Kind of stupid, but still funny. Well, no offense, but that is kind of the truth, if you can see and appreciate that. So why will a woman cheat? She's unsafe, she's unregenerated, she doesn't have love in her because she doesn't have God, and love is faithful and endures to the end. And because she doesn't have God, she doesn't have love, she can't be faithful and endure to the end. Why will a woman cheat? Because of the lack of discipline. Growing up in a culture like our social media culture, pumped by medias of immorality today, people are more and more being programmed into a society where it's okay to double date, it's okay to swap partners and all those kind of things, and it kind of sinks into your subconscious and you don't realize when you're actually acting on it, but it's like a software, it's running in the background and it's controlling your life. And lastly, why do women cheat? Low self-worth, low self-esteem, low self-appreciation, because you're a valuable, precious, amazing person or being, and to carry the pearls and cast it to the pigs obviously means an underappreciation, no appreciation at all of the value and treasure of those pearls. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I would like to know from you in the comments below. What are the other reasons you think why women do cheat? If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click that bell if you're new to the channel. And this video is made possible thanks to our amazing family of patrons. I'd like to join me, appreciate our wonderful patrons. God bless them. You too can support this channel. The link is in the description below. I'm By Bodas Djoumessi from Reason for Dominion. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check our full playlist on love and relationship. You're definitely going to enjoy those videos too.